Welcome to Metal Mike's Excellent Adventures! Yeah! This is the very first episode, actually my very first vlogging video ever, so please bear with me through some of this. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. This very first video is basically going to be an introduction to what this channel is going to be about, some of the things I'm going to be doing, and of course this amazing Jeep that I'm sitting in right now that I will be converting, and you will get to see everything that I do along the way. First of all, a little about me. I'm 39, pushing 40. I'm working multiple jobs right now, plus I have my own online business outside of 2 jobs. The name Metal Mike was given to me back in my early 20s. I've been in and out of bands ever since high school, all metal bands. I was always the singer, songwriter. Not the greatest guitarist by any means. I pretty much suck at the guitar, but I'm a pretty good vocalist. And one of my bands back in my early 20s gave me the name Metal Mike, and it's just stuck with me over the years. No complaints there. I dig it. Totally fits me and my singing style. So, to this day, that's how I'm known, Metal Mike. There goes Metal Mike's Excellent Adventures. Also, on that note, thank you to all my friends and family out there and everyone on Northwest Jeepers that took time to vote for the name of this show. I really couldn't decide what to call it. So I just put it out there and let the people decide. Thank you to Carly and Chad, who came up with the names originally. Dude Where's My Home was the first one, and Metal Mike's Excellent Adventures was the other one. Sorry, Chad, but the people have spoken, and metal has prevailed. That was a great name, though. I really liked it. It was really good. But, looks like we're gonna be calling this channel Metal Mike's Excellent Adventures! So a little more about my plans for this channel. Basically, I intend to show you my life transition into living in this vehicle. It just made more sense to me because basically I'm going to move out of this house at some point. That's always been the plan, and I could either spend like $900 to $1,000 a month just on rent, or I could put all that money into my vehicle and into traveling instead. So I'd rather do that than be stuck in one place, honestly. Like, I want that freedom to be able to travel and go to, all these amazing places that we have around us that we rarely get to see, because we're just working our life away to pay our bills, basically. And I'm thankful to have a roof over my head, but I'm really tired of just working day to day just to exist in one spot. I've been really inspired by a lot of you people out there already doing stuff like this. I want to thank you all for doing what you do and posting your videos so that we can learn and be inspired. And so with this channel, I plan to, basically show you my life transition into this Jeep. You'll get to see the conversion process of what I'm going to do to kind of turn this into basically an overland vehicle. So I can basically drive off the grid, up the mountains, and be self-sustaining inside my own vehicle. Basically I could live inside of it for as long as I want, until I basically run out of food or water. Also, there will be many adventures along the way. as much as I love camping and off-roading, 4-bying, we're going to hit some pretty intense trails, but I'm also going to do other things. Like, I'm going to show you a lot of the awesome skate parks we have here. There's a lot of fun river stuff to do here. We're going to be doing some riverboarding this summer, some tubing, maybe some kayaking. There's some really awesome places to hike. Also, like during the winter time, gonna go to all the snowboarding places, up in the mountains, do some wheeling up in the snow. Just all kinds of fun things. There's so much to do here in this state. Not just here, all over the country. Fortunately, right now, I'm working 2 jobs and building my own business outside of all that, so I don't have a lot of free time. So I'm trying to fit all of this into a very tight schedule. So basically, I'm going to be kind of doing a weekend warrior type of thing for now, until I can basically get my business built enough to start quitting my jobs. One, I'm going to let go sooner than the other. And eventually, when I can just live off of my business alone, I'll be free to travel and do whatever I want all over the country. And that's pretty much the end goal here, is to be full-time, living in my vehicle, traveling the country. And at that point, I'll be able to show you all kinds of things all over the country. But for now, I am where I am, Gotta take it one day at a time. I'm gonna do everything I can with the time that I have and show you guys every step of the way as much as I can, and hopefully bring some exciting adventures. Hopefully you can learn something through my experiences. I've been through a lot in my life. I'm definitely not a professional by any means at anything, really. I'd like to believe I'm a pretty smart guy. I know how to do a lot of things. I can figure out a lot, so you might see me stumble a little along the way, who knows, but it should be fun, and I'm open to feedback, any ideas, any places you think I should go check out. If any of you out there want to meet up somewhere, go do some wheeling, go do some camping, go hit up a skate park, go hit up the beach, do some surfing. I really want to do some kiteboarding in the gorge. I've wanted to do that for years. That is a must do this summer on my list. Kiteboarding, gorge. It'll be here on this channel. Yeah. Alright, so enough about that for now. I know a lot of you want to see this vehicle that I'm going to be moving into and converting. So here it is. So this is it. It is a 96 XJ Country Edition. Got this for $1,800 off of Craigslist. I had to make a good, about an hour and a half drive to go get it. But I really like it. It's got a nice bumper on it already. Some D-rings. It's been lifted 4.5 inches already. Definitely need new tires, but the fact that it's already got a lift is bonus. It's also got a locker in the rear. Can you see the locker? It's right there. Just kidding. Also has 410 gears, front and rear. Eventually going to put a locker in the front as well, I believe. Not on the top of the list, but definitely on the list. It's got a decent stereo. Bloop bloop. And speakers. I don't really care too much about the interior. because I'm gonna rip most of this out anyway. And when I saw this online, with the idea I had for converting this and living in it, when I saw the shag carpet in the rear, I just knew this was it. This is the one. Like, that was the sign. It's got the nice, comfy, home-like carpet already there. So, that's what sold me, really. It was the carpet. Unfortunately, as part of the conversion, the carpet will come out. It's gonna go, back seats gotta go. As nice as these like fold down and everything, you know, everything goes flat, but look at all that space in there. I would rather rip the seats out entirely and use all that extra space for everything that I'm going to do. So I feel like I really lucked out with this on a lot of things. The fact that it's already lifted, it's already got the new gear ratio, it's already got a locker. Those were really important to me on the off-road aspect. Lift mostly just so you can put larger tires on it and have a better ground clearance, you know, and then of course the gears to be able to turn those larger tires. You know, they're probably only going to go like 33-inch at the most, maybe 35s, but I'll probably just stick with 33s. I think that'll do just fine. So a lot of that stuff's done, you know. Now I can move on to converting the inside and making it livable. As for that, you know, there's really a couple ways you can do things. Well, there's all kinds of ways, actually. I mean, you can really be as creative as you want when it comes to this stuff. And I've really seen a lot on YouTube for, you know, different types of conversions. I see people converting vans and trucks and cars, and there's so many cool things people are doing with their vehicles, and like all the slide outs and the drawers and the kitchens and everything. It's pretty amazing what people have done. For me personally, with my project, you know, I really envisioned like this platform for my bed, like a slide out camping stove and a sink, and you know, I want to put like solar panels on the top, have a running refrigerator. I really picture a lot of really awesome things, basically. But the more I think about it, the more construction that I put inside this thing, all the lumber and all the hardware, I see a lot of added weight. Being that I'm going to do off-roading in this, I want to stay as light as possible, really, because I'm already going to be carrying recovery gear and, you know, stuff to cook with, stuff for camping. Like, I'm going to be carrying a lot of gear as it is. So I want to lighten the load as much as possible, so I'm probably not going to go all out when I build the inside of this thing. I'll definitely have a platform for the bed, for sure. And I'm probably going to stick with like these totes. I've got some really nice plastic totes that I'm going to, you know, be able to slide underneath the bed and over the top of the platform on this side. You know, I think that'll help keep things a little lighter and help with the organizing. We'll see. You know, it's like, you pretty much do this very simple. You know, the very minimum requirements. Basically, I need drinking water, you know, bed, blankets, pillow, tinted windows plus curtains would be a bonus, storage space for clothes, storage for daily essentials, stovetop propane, additional heater propane, and a cooler. Now, the ultimate setup, what I've got so far anyway, would be a 5 or 6 inch memory foam mattress, a sink with running water, hot shower setup. That will be coming soon, actually. See this hatch right here? The shower head attached right there. Hot shower. That'll be nice. Sliding pullouts for the kitchen setup, additional inside lights, solar panels, isolator for engine charge, power converter, emergency toilet, and a fridge. Gonna kind of put fridge on one of the necessities because I really just don't want to have to deal with ice all the time. The ice melts, gets things wet and soggy, depending on what kind of packaging you're using. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm gonna get a fridge, definitely, and that leaves more room for food because you don't have ice in there. So less of a hassle as long as you can keep it running 24/7. As for the Jeep itself, upgrades on that will come. Locker in the front to go with the one that's already in the rear. Snorkel. Additional outside lights. Most likely going to do a custom roof rack. I kind of want to build my own because I'm going to put a solar panel up there eventually. And I want to customize it to make sure that it fits with my solar panel the way I want it, instead of just buying one and having it not fit the way I want and having to mess with it, Also need a good spot for a spare tire, so I'm either gonna get a bumper that holds a spare tire, or I'm gonna fit it up here on the roof rack. I'm gonna get a front winch bumper. The front receiver hitch, you can do the winch on what's it called? A winch receiver hitch, basically. So you can just pop it in the front bumper when you need it. But then you have to store it somewhere, and I really don't want to have to take up needed space in the back of my Jeep to store a winch. So eventually I think I'm just going to mount one on the front. Also plan to get an onboard air compressor, possibly some skid plates, and rock sliders for the side. Oh, and one more thing. You gotta see this. Check this out. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Is that cool or what? This was a gift. And it is going right here. So that's that for now. Don't want this episode to go too long. Just kind of wanted to give you a rundown on what I'm doing and some of the things I'm going to do. Really, I just hope, if anything, I can inspire people to, if not this, do something with your life, that you've been dreaming of doing. Kind of prove to people that it's never too late, really, to do something completely different with your life. This is a brand new chapter for me. I'm really excited, a little nervous. I think I'm more nervous about this vlogging thing more than anything. But if I'm going to do something like this, I think it should be out there for people to see. Especially with technology, the way it is now. I mean, why not? And if I can put myself out there, inspire people to chase their dreams, to go, just do something exciting every now and then. You don't have to move into your vehicle, but at least go do something exciting, Get out of the house, get off the couch, It's never too late, I'm almost 40, I'm not over the hill just yet. And who's to say, what over the hill really is? I mean, that's what, just a saying, something somebody came up with a long time ago, just because their idea of old was a certain number. No. You know, you're as old as you feel, you're as young as you feel. You know, take care of yourself, get out there. I'm sure there's people older than me that could outrun me, outclimb me. I mean, it's never too late. And that's my point. You know, until you're 6 feet under the ground, you know, do something, get out there, live your life. Before I go, just a big thank you to everyone out there. I know I said this earlier, but thank you to everyone who took the time to vote. Thank you to everyone that's been there for me, you know, throughout my life, and especially this last 2 years for me has been really, really challenging. Had a lot going on in my life, so thank you for everyone for being there. Last but not least, definitely not least, best for last is more like it. Thank you to my dad. I'm sure I can speak for everyone in my family when I say you are truly the greatest man I've ever known. I could only inspire to be as great as you. You are truly awesome. I love you, and thank you for being there and supporting me as I go on this new adventure here with this new chapter in my life. And thank you all for joining me, and let's have some fun, shall we? Yeah! Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button at the bottom. That way you can stay posted for the latest Little Mike's Excellent Adventures videos as they come out. Yeah!